Today, I play Cognition episode 4 Gameplay.
Previously on Cognition.
Previously on Suicide Watson.
You're gonna hate me for saying this, but I think I could have stopped Scott's death.
Wait, what? And you kept this from me?
Excuse me, you took the flowers from my brother's grave.
Oh, I'm so...
Don't sweat it.
When did your brother die?
About 6 years ago.
Scotty died 3 years ago.
Finally, you get your ass down here.
My ass was busy closing Scott's file.
You are what some people call a Cymon. If you can see the past, is it so strange that you should start seeing the future as well?
But if this piece of shit was murdered last night, done in the same way that he killed his victims, then who killed him?
How the hell is Davies dead and her killer not apprehended?
Sully! It's Sully's... What the hell is going on? Who's doing this? And how do they know about me?
I knew you'd make it here. I've been waiting for you to show up. Years. You're about to find out how alike we really are. Please, Erica. Don't disappoint me.
I'm here to inform you that Ms. Smith wants you to make yourself at home here. But of course, you wouldn't have gotten in here if she didn't want it.
She saw me.
I can't see you anymore, but I know you're there.
This one has a second name on it. Jeff Therian. Who's that?
I passed out because I saw it. It was you getting killed, Max.
Your brother there is going to be talking to a judge if you can't explain this situation.
I feel like I'm failing.
Jeff has all the money. You make sure of that. I'm calling those agents.
I'll kill you before I let that happen!
Jeff Therian. He's Gorobius' son. This is the guy that murdered Scott? Max!
Only one of us can leave this place alive. Do not rest until he's put behind bars.
I'm sorry, Eric.
Did you kill your brother, Miss Smith?
Yes. Yes, I did. If we're going to do this, then there are some things we need to go over first.
No cop should ever bury his murdered son.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry. It's all because of me. Because I couldn't...
This will end the way it began, with fire, blood, and tears.
This place is lively.
I've seen worse, but none as dangerous as this one will be.
I'm looking forward to meeting this bastard. If he leads us to Cain.
Don't count your chickens yet, Skippy.
How have you kept doing this for so long?
It's the only thing that still makes sense since Alice left me. Come on, you're not the new kid anymore. You know how it is.
Yeah, but the things we see...
Listen, Red, I know how you feel. We were all there once. This was one of your first cases, and it's been dragging for 3 years. But we're gonna catch this son of a bitch. So think about this. It's not about what we see, but about what we could stop others from seeing. And that makes it all a little better.
cares, but that still doesn't make it right.
I guess. But that still doesn't make it right.
Don't worry, kiddo. If nothing else, the donuts will thicken your skin.
Reed, are we all set?
Awaiting orders, sir.
I appreciate the risk you're taking. Stelios and Jeddah are both inside now and expecting you, Agent. I've dealt with this guy before. You have to be extremely careful. The minute he sees you flinch, he'll put a bullet through our informant and another one through you. This guy has sold equipment to Cain to build his traps, and you have one chance to get an address.
Nice.
Can we go over things one more time?
We're short on time. You get 3 questions. Make them count.
How many times can I fail this? He should mention these, which are probably not important. That's a good question. Okay, we'll use these 3. What's my cover?
Let's go over my cover again.
Agents Arthur Rosenberg and Jeremy Snowden reported that an illegal Russian mafia gun shipment is being dropped today. You're here to check that everything was delivered before pickup. You're the stateside contact hired and very trusted by their leader, who goes by Jack Stryker.
Obviously not his actual name.
Not your job. Focus on the operation at hand.
What's the operation about?
What is the operation about?
Reed, this is no time for stupid questions. You know better than anyone that we're here to find information on the Cain killer. We have only time for one more question, Agent Reed.
I didn't mean that operation, but okay. There goes my chance. What's Jeddah's code to pass me information?
What's Jeddah's code to pass me information?
She'll blink once for yes and twice for no. Be careful. If you overdo it, Stelios will get suspicious. We don't have any more time, Reed. You have to go in. Agent McCoy, remember, no interference. You're only there in case things go south.
I don't like it one bit.
Agent Reed, I will be guiding you as best I can, but Jeddah will be giving you information through the code we agreed to. Stelios is paranoid. He'll try to trick you, so be on your guard. And no weapons. He'll sniff you out and kill you before you have a chance to think of using it. Your goal is to get the information about Cain and leave as soon as you can. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And Reed, do me a favor and keep an eye on Jeddah. I told her nothing bad would happen to her.
Well, we'll see about that. You shouldn't have told her that. Erica was soon under a dangerous confrontation where her choices affect how other characters trust her. Oh goody, there was this about the last episode. Made her shape like a character's face was displayed in the bottom corner to make certain choices. The meter will increase or decrease depending on your choices. The more the meter lights up, the more the character likes and trusts Erica. McAdams just requested Erica to keep Jeddah safe. Your response affects the relationship Erica has with him. Really? I guess I'll do my best.
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
I'm just not sure my best will be enough. By affirming that Erica will prioritize Jeddah's safety, you strengthen Erica's relationship with McAdams. Your decisions will often affect how characters react to Erica. Sometimes in tense situations, your decisions can lead to fatal consequences.
Assume positions, be ready in 5. Be careful, Agent Reed.
Erica?
I'll be careful.
When you asked me earlier why I'm still doing this, before you came along, I could have turned a blind eye to the whole thing. It gets harder to swallow every year. But I'm here today because I had to train this damn rookie. Turns out training you is the most natural thing about this job, kiddo. Go take care of that lowlife.
Oh, and you don't get to save. Nice. So if I fail, I may have to skip through a lot of stuff.
Reed, we've got our eyes and ears on you.
Your business?
We went over this one.
I actually don't remember. What's this? What's all this? What do I have? Can I check?
You must be Stelios, right? I'm here about the gun shipment.
Huh, the Russian doll. I thought you were blonde.
Oh, good placement for the prompt. I cannot see her face. Okay, I don't want to use this yet. No.
I don't know what you're talking about. They sent me. Now are we getting down to business, or are you gonna keep wasting my time?
Not so fast, pretty face. What's the shipment number?
Shit, Reed, we don't have that.
My client is gonna be really fucking unhappy when I tell him what went down here.
You heard me. Shipment number.
Oh boy. That's a lot of options.
Remember, Jetta can signal you with eye movements. Be discreet, but look in her direction if you need help with any of Stelios' questions.
Ah, I see, okay. There's 3 grays or 3 gray directions and a wire. Why do I have a wire?
You heard me. Shipment number.
It's over there.
Did Jay send you?
Jack Stryker goes by Jay, but he might be tricking you. He has a lot of people running his stuff, and he's particularly known for letting one of his thugs give the orders.
Well, let's see.
Jay sent me, yeah.
Then you wouldn't mind if I gave him a call. Right, Jetta?
Nah, I don't think she'd mind.
That could get you in deep shit, Erica. On the other hand, it could distract him.
Well, it only seems reasonable if I let him go. Have some wire, was it, or something? Sure, let's do this. I don't remember.
Sure, call him.
How this part went. So wire. A bunch of stuff.
Hey Jay, I got your girl here. Yeah, pretty hot ass. Hey, hot face. He wants to know, what's your name?
Her name is Vanessa Madsen, but when she deals for him, she goes by Ariel. It's going to be one of those two.
Oh my god. Erica Reed, really?
Ariel.
Yeah, that's it. We're good, Jay. Pleasure doing business with you.
Do I have to fill the whole meter?
Alright, what do you want?
I'm here to check the inventory on the shipment. Want to make sure everything's in order and that we don't waste my client's time.
Alright, one final question for you. Here's one for you I tell all my clients. You should know this one. Where do I keep my book? My left or my right drawer?
Reed, there's nothing here about that one.
Yeah, I think say center, but I'm gonna look around, I guess. That is a wire. Can I actually take it? Oh, I can save! Yes, that will let me experiment some. Okay. Let's try and grab the gun. This will probably not work, but... Wait, what? Oops.
I need to find out about Cain first.
Oh my god. If I use her a second time, I don't think it's gonna go well.
Erica!
My pretty Russian face won't save me from looking dumb if I don't speak up.
Oh, I just waited too much, I guess. Nice, well,
Ariel.
I
Yeah,
got to
that's
die
it. We're good,
once
Jeff.
in the game. Yeah. So the save was pointless. Yes.
Alright, what do you want?
I'm here to check the inventory.
Alright, one final question for you. Here's one for you,
Reed, there's nothing here.
That seemed like the center.
Where do I keep my book?
Neither. It's the center drawer.
She's got the smarts. Here, doll, look all you want.
Oh, really?
Done yet?
1 minute.
Take your time.
Wait.
I can't read it. It's all gibberish.
Oh, she can use her powers?
Done yet?
1 minute.
Oh, it's
Take
the
about
same.
time you showed up. I don't like keeping your
Nice,
shit
so
for long.
makes sense.
It's starting to stink.
I need you to ship it somewhere. I'll pay for it all. I'll pay extra.
I don't usually do that shit. But you have a mean wallet. Fine, tell me where.
1246.
You know what's so great about looking at your tits?
What?
That I can see the fucking wire you're wearing, cop bitch!
Try to get his gun. I don't think this will work. It's so much closer to him. Let's see this.
Jenna, run!
No! What? She didn't draw attention to herself.
That
No.
wasn't my best decision.
You don't say. That's not good.
I'm here to check the
Alright, one.
Reed, there's nothing here about that.
Okay, let's go
Neither.
to-
It's the center drawer.
She's got the smarts. Here, doll, look all you want.
We now have max reputation.
About time you showed up. I don't like keeping your shit for long. It's starting to stink.
This cutscene.
1246.
You know what's so great about looking at your tits?
What?
That I can see the fucking wire you're wearing, cop bitch!
Jenna, run!
Hey, this actually works.
I got you, you bitch!
John, it's now or never.
Nobody lies to Stelios!
I got you, Reed.
Reed?
What? You son of a bitch, what?
I saw the news. You did those last two pretty bad.
My next pair is going to be even better.
Who are they?
Erica and Scott Reed. I'm taking the boy tonight.
Come on, pick up, damn it. Did you find my dad?
He's unconscious, but he'll live. I called 911.
Stay with him. I have to go.
Like hell you are. I'm going with you.
He said to come alone.
I'm not letting you go there on your own. End of story. And call for backup.
Our path was chosen long before now. Now we're just walking it until we get to the final door, and the end begins.
Oh, it already has. The Smith family lake house.
I haven't been to the family lake house in ages, but I knew Keith would be here. I couldn't do anything to stop him from killing Erica's brother.
Really?
But I can make sure he doesn't kill again. I just hope I can do this. And if I can't stop him on my own, well, then I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay, so this is shortly after the events in the cemetery.
A small broom.
Take it.
It might help with something.
There's something with the car. Oh, Keith's.
Keith's. He must be in pretty bad shape now.
Then I need to get the keys to the car first.
It's locked. I need the keys.
Alright, front door won't work out. Yeah, there is. Okay.
Maybe I can open this.
I was not hoping you would tell me what you see inside, but alright.
He's in there tending his wounds. He must be in pain.
You don't say.
I can see keys in one of the pockets. That leads to the basement. Keith used to spend a lot of his time down there. Old furniture. Mom liked it that way.
Okay.
The key to Keith's car. Max loved sitting by the fire for hours. Mom too. It makes me wish I could see the past like Erica does. A heavy, sturdy table. Keith's work table. There's too much junk to look through right now. So, there's one way to do this. These old floorboards get very creaky toward the center of the room. He can't know I'm here until I'm ready for him.
Oh, let's try the front door.
It's locked.
So what do you have? Just control.
No good.
Okay, so this is the way in. Like, the only way in. We can still check the basement then.
No.
No?
No turning back now. Keith is here. Everything I need is here.
Okay. Nice. Whoa. He just shot his sister, no conversation, nothing?
I need to be extra careful.
Okay.
A small broom.
About your car. Is there anything in your car? Cannot see that. Okay, anything else outside here? Nope. Whoa.
Oh, that was close.
Let's say that's alright. What is this?
It's Keith's hoodie. There's something in it. Aha! The keys to the house.
Keys to the house. Okay. Seems like she went further for the thingy to work, but maybe not. Okay, now I can take the car key.
At least he won't be able to get away.
You know what? I'm gonna save here because if I screw up again, might have to do the whole bit instead. Oh, take what?
Some thin wire. This might do the trick.
Wait, wasn't there a rope in the vision? Anyway, let's see, what do I get from this car?
He was always messy, but now he's a pig. Keith's gun. My visions showed this ending badly. I hate guns.
She hates guns.
Max, I know you'll hate me for all the things I'm going to do, but I won't let anyone else suffer like we did.
You say about
Hey,
that?
what's this?
Something tells me I might need that.
Hey, what's this?
Or
There.
this.
Oh, look at this. It must be that drug he uses to knock his victims out.
Ah.
It must be that... I'll take a
probably what
pack.
she
Or
used
2. Or maybe 3.
on Anthony. He drugs his victims. Okay. There's nothing else. I'm gonna go in from this side and check the vision again because I forgot how it went.
So,
Okay.
there's one way to do this. Okay, that'll hold. Okay, that'll hold.
Keith, come out of there now!
Cordelia?
Surprised? I figured that since I was locked up and you didn't come to visit me, I'd come to visit you.
I wanted to, Cordy. I just didn't know what I would say.
That night.
What you did was...
Stupid. I should never have taken the blame for what you did. I felt so broken. I thought I'd protect you. And I wanted to understand. Why? Why, Keith?
Because I need to. I can't fight it. I just need to.
That's it? You destroy our lives. You force me to kill Max, and that's all you can say? I need to?
I could usually suppress or ignore it, but that night in Max's office, when I found out the truth, it changed. Suddenly I felt cut off from you two, from everyone. There was no reason to suppress it anymore.
So do I want to make him angry or a little bit happy and forgiving? Or should I do this one?
I want to try to forgive you, Keith.
Can you? You have to understand that this is something I can't control, Cordelia.
Make him come to me,
I must kill.
Then he'll trip.
I understand the need to kill. It stirred in me when I killed Max.
Killing doesn't make us monsters. It just makes us human. And because I'm human, I still love you, Cordelia. I always did.
People like us, we can still love.
Yes. And even though I never felt anything for Max like I have for you, I just couldn't control the need to kill him, to understand what made him tick.
But that's really interesting because there was this sharp claw-like device, or not like a claw, but kind of like a nail or something. It was going towards Cordelia, and in the cutscene or the animation, she actually kind of took it to the side when she was freeing herself, and that went through the board anyway. Let's film some more of this stuff.
I'm sure Max is grateful for what we did.
Yeah.
Together.
Do you think he understood why we did it? Do you still prefer him over me?
Keith, I always preferred you. Come here, Keith.
Cordy. What are you waiting for? You did it to Max. You could do it again. Pull the trigger. Because if you don't stop me now, I'll kill again. You can't, can you?
So much for the drugs. The pain of her past is not over yet.
Oh,
But pain has made her strong, and the past must be uncovered if the future is to become clear. Erica?
so the drugs are used in another situation, I guess.
Cordelia,
If you make me
I've
mad.
been looking for you.
You've found me now.
But this is not how it's supposed to be.
Get me the fuck out of here! Ah!
It'll be all right. Trust me. Ask Rose about Bao Tan. He will point the way. The choices are hers. The path is before her. And it will bring us either justice or condemnation.
Erica, my dear. Are you okay? Did you find what you were looking for?
I saw Cordelia. Everything's gone to shit, Rose. I feel like I should hate Cordelia after all she's done, but I don't. But Sully? Davies? Oh God. John. Is it so wrong if I say that some part of me understands her?
Erica, Scions have an affinity for empathy. Whatever horrors Cordelia has committed, you cannot help but connect to her human side. The woman she was before, the woman she could have been.
Who is Bao Tan, Rose?
Did you say Bao Tan? Oh dear. I haven't heard that name in so very long.
Cordelia mentioned it in my vision.
I'm not sure I want to talk about this.
Please, Rose. I don't know if I can trust her, but this must be important. I have to find her. I have to stop her and her brother. Rose?
Sometimes I can remember the particular smell of the jungle. It was musty and salty, and yet I liked it. It was summer of '72 in Vietnam. I had come with the Catholic Relief, posted in a remote village, helping those affected by the war.
You were in Vietnam? A nun? Why doesn't that surprise me?
No, not a nun, a volunteer. It was a hot morning. Vietnamese soldiers patrolled the area just as they would regularly. I was taking a few hours off, sitting in the plaza outside the village temple. I was watching the kids play ball and looking at a figurine a priest from the temple had given to me, all while trying to do some reading. It was so hot that I couldn't concentrate on my book. And that's when I noticed him.
Bao Tan?
Yes, there was a wretched man standing under the shadow of a tree, walking back and forth, mumbling nonsense under his breath. In those days, it was not an uncommon thing. War drives people mad, and so I thought he was just another miserable soul still looking for a lost wife or child. Those were desperate days. Sad days, my dear.
What happened then?
Out of nowhere, the man started screaming like a madman, scaring the children. He would run from one child to the next, raving about fires in the sky. Of course, it was not long before the soldiers took him away and threw him in a cell. People were already scared enough. They didn't need a madman to start stirring nonsense.
Was it? Nonsense?
I saw the man's eyes as he was being carried away. They made me very uneasy. But they took him away, and the plaza went back to normal. Hours passed. I got lost in my reading, and then a bright light came, and there was a noise, a big boom. The impact threw me against the wall of the church. I awoke under rubble and dust and blood. There was the body of a dead child next to me. She was holding a doll in her hands. And I remembered the man's word, fire in the skies.
What happened to him?
Bao Tan was branded a spy, a Viet Cong. No one could have known what happened unless they were privy to that information. In the following nights, I became haunted by visions of him, and I could not stop seeing his eyes, those tortured eyes. I requested they let me see him. It was not easy, but they allowed me to serve as a spiritual counsel to him.
They were going to execute him.
Yes, but not before they tortured him in order to extract information. The day I came to his cell, he would not meet my eyes. He lowered his eyes like a scared puppy. It took me days to reach him, but eventually I did.
What did he tell you, Rose?
He told me that he would feel things, and that this time he had seen the fire in the sky. I went to see him day after day, trying to grant some measure of peace to a hopeless man. I believe I did some good for him, that I was a friend to him when the whole world had abandoned him. When they executed him, he told me something. It's a shame to say that the exact words escape me. I remember his eyes, his soul, and to this day I live by our moments together.
Okay. That was a lot. A lot of info.
I would like a moment to myself.
Rose, I don't understand what Cordelia wanted me to learn by this, but I need to try. Would you give me permission to look into your memories?
Oh, my dear.
I won't push you if you don't want me to, but I need to know this, Rose. I might be able to make you remember exactly what he told you. Wouldn't you want to remember that?
Sometimes, yes. But there are some memories better left alone. I will let you, but if I say stop, please stop.
I promise.
Okay, you have activated your power of regression. To the desired memory, you must rearrange parts of the memory to match what actually happened in the past. Once all memories are matched, open the blue Cognition's world to view the memory. If the selection is incorrect, then the screen will flash red.
A temple. I wonder what religion it belongs to.
Tao of Physics. Right.
What could have happened to him? The children were scared. They were playing with that ball. I wonder what village this is. They thought he was crazy. Rose doesn't remember this. I need to find out what this flag really looks like.
Okay. So flag, nothing here maybe.
A temple.
So we have to find out the religion.
She's so lucky to have survived.
I don't think luck has anything to do with it, my dear.
Did I say that out loud? This is horrible. This is horrible. Was Rose using a name other than her own? She doesn't remember it.
Oh, she
I need to find out.
remember the name actually. I think that was her name. Oh.
This is horrible. Rose doesn't remember what he gave her? I need to find out more about this.
You need to find out more about a lot of stuff.
She doesn't remember what she told him? She suffered. They were going to execute him. They were going to execute. This is what I need to dig up. But I'm gonna have to clear her memory fully and replace all the missing pieces before I can see what she has locked here.
Oh, I can talk to her. Okay.
Did you ever find out why he said the things he did?
Yes, but I do not wish to think about that. It's too hurtful for me to think about them.
What temple was that?
It's a Cao Dai temple. There are a few of those in Vietnam.
So what religion is that? Oh, that's religion. What city? Do you know the city?
The kids were playing with a ball.
Yes, I found that ball later and kept it.
What village was this?
The outskirts of Trang Bang in South Vietnam.
Hey, this is the flag. Called a monotheistic religion formed in Vietnam in 1926, combining beliefs from several major religions such as Taoism and Buddhism. As a universal religion, Cao Dai holds that religions originate from one belief system, representing the Supreme Being, and that all beings should live in harmony, love, and peace with one another in order to reunite with God in their hearts. Okay, where was the flag? Was it this one? Let's see what else is there. I think it can be mistaken for anything else. Yep. Alright.
Do you remember what the flag of the temple looked like?
Nope.
I can't remember, my dear.
Not yet.
Why can't you remember your name?
I'm Rose Duvalier, but when I went to Vietnam, they gave us different last names in order to protect us.
So that the enemy couldn't identify your family to blackmail you?
Yes, and I do not remember what that name was. Look in the top left drawer of my desk. Maybe you can find something there to aid you, my dear.
Okay.
What did he give you, Rose?
Check that shelf over there.
What did you tell him, Rose? About what he could do?
Isn't it obvious, my dear?
I don't know.
Didn't you try to stop them from executing him?
I tried. I moved heaven and earth trying to find a way to grant him a pardon, but those were not granted easily. I could not save him. Listen, my dear, sometimes the forces of the universe are stronger than our fiercest wishes, And as much as we have to try, there comes the time when we must accept whatever path the universe has prepared for us. I did not know that then, of course. Part of what I learned from Bao Tan was how to stop believing I could change everything and instead just do what I could to comfort him while he still lived. Sometimes all we can do is simply let go.
We'll see how obvious this becomes.
This is the shelf Rose told me to check.
Ah, there's the bow.
There's so many of them. Which one am I looking for? It's a piece of a photograph. It's only a piece of a photo. Is that Rose? There's so many of them. There's so many of them. There's so many of them. It's a piece of a photograph. Rose told me to check her.
Ah, there's the book.
The Tao of Physics. This book was published about 3 years after Rose was in Vietnam, so this couldn't be it.
Oh, I have to guess the book? I thought that was definite. Okay. Alright. I thought that was the information. Whoa. Why the hell that?
The Prophet? Damn, there's nothing here. The Alchemy of Happiness. Wait, what's this? It's a piece of a picture. This is Rose in Vietnam, but I can't see the whole thing. It's been ripped. I don't have enough pieces to make a clear picture.
Really?
The Book of Shuang Tzu. Nothing in this one, except that it was owned by a Matt Warrener.
Wait, what?
Look at her, all smiling and young.
Okay. We got one bit of info.
It was given to Rose by the temple priest.
Okay, so that is...
Rose was reading a book, but which?
Is there a book? Let me check the shop again. Or... Oh, I think I asked about everything.
There's so many of them.
Have to make a connection. I'm not sure, is this the one door? Probably.
It's beautiful. This must be what Bautan gave Rose. It's beautiful. This must be what...
Right. It looks a little bit like this actually. Let me check the other ones. Alright, so what about this book?
What book were you reading, Rose?
Oh, my dear. I don't remember.
Oh, these are kind of out there. Anyway, how to get more information? Check the desk again. I already tried that, I forgot. Some of these four probably. Is this something happened? Alright, let me try her memories or whatever was left intact. Oh wait, I can give her the photo, maybe that will make her remember all portions of it.
Is this a photograph of you?
Yes, it's from that summer. I tore it to pieces once. I told you, my dear, it's both a very important time in my life and a very sad one.
Right. So I figured this out. This from Athena. Wait, let me check.
No time. I just keep downloading these games, but I never have time to play them.
Okay.
I don't have time for music right now. I normally listen to it when I'm going to bed. I don't need to look at my calendar right now. It was given to Rose by... It was given to... It was given... It got burned as badly as that little girl.
Okay, that's something I didn't see before. But now I think. Well, there is like 2 things to guess. Maybe I can just brute force them. I'm gonna try to know with the show some more. Nope. But there has to be a way to get info in the book. Wait, I actually could search books on my phone, couldn't I?
The Tao of Physics.
She says.
This book was published about 3 years after Rose was in Vietnam.
Definitely not
so this
it.
couldn't be it.
Okay.
The Book of Shuang Tzu. Nothing in this one, except that it was owned by a Matt Warrener. The Prophet? Damn, there's nothing here.
Nope. Nope. Maybe it's not like I have specific info on what I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm gonna have to guess that since the picture was, or the fragment of the picture was put here, she read this one. I guess. Okay, so was this so obvious? Is this such an obvious phrase? Just now, see the future. Yeah, actually, maybe that's it. Considering that he was talking about farts and the actual farts came down, something like this. You can read minds. So, alright, I'm gonna go for this one. Yay, it is. That's not right here, I think. There's supposed to be a conversation. Aside from the UI that shouldn't be popping up. So I think maybe my game bugged out.
I know what you can do. I know you will do good by those like us. I can see it. You will be an angel among those like us.
I too have failed, my dear, many times. But we must always pick ourselves up and keep on going. I couldn't save Baltan, but to this day I keep his spirit with me.
You could hear him. You can read minds, Rose? You're one of us?
I can see and hear people's thoughts, my dear. That must be what Cordelia wants you to know.
But why?
I do not know, my dear, but it is certainly something that she has foreseen, and it is undoubtedly part of a plan.
Okay, Cordelia is the sun.
So Cordelia is like Baltan. She can see the future. And just like him, she was judged for a crime she did not commit.
This is a very powerful kind of scion, Erica. Also a very cursed one. Those who can see the future are plagued by their visions in ways far worse than those like you who can see the past. I tried to help Cordelia, but the events that unfolded around her came too swiftly to be stopped.
Rose, but how come I could see the future?
I've been thinking about that. It is true that every yin has its yang, and when you bring together scions with contrasting but complementary powers, especially a pair still learning to cope with them, uncontrollable things happen and the powers can clash. What you saw was a vision Cordelia had in the past, her vision of the future, but because it had to do with you, it triggered whenever you were close to her.
So, in the parking lot at the station, and again in the hangman crime scene. But then, why didn't I see it when I met her at the cemetery?
You were probably more susceptible to danger in those other occasions. But I don't have all the answers, Erica. What I do know is that this power links you to each other, which is how you connected to her past so easily at the Inthon Towers.
John?
Why were you so sure that John was in danger?
He confided in me about a few things, and there were other things I read. But it was when you called me from the towers that I made the full connection. What they did to Cordelia after Max's death, it haunted John in ways you cannot imagine.
Do you blame her, Rose?
That is a very hard question to answer. I feel for all the scions out there. But in this short time, you have known her better than I ever did, probably better than anyone else. The question is, do you blame her?
I don't know how to begin to answer that question, Rose.
Cordelia's thoughts.
Let me entertain a thought here, Rose. You can read minds, and Cordelia wanted me to know this. Now, I know you keep saying your memory is fuzzy, but I need you to concentrate on what I'm about to ask you.
Go on.
When Cordelia was here, was there anything that you read from her thoughts? Anything special? Anything that seemed to matter to her or that could tell me where she or Cain might be?
That would be a very hard thing to... Wait. When Cordelia's visions would overtake her, I would ask her to focus on a place that would calm her down.
And did you read her?
I'm seeing it in my thoughts right now.
Okay. So...
It's a lake house. This must be where Cordelia wants me to go. But where is this? There has to be something that can guide me here. Who is this person? Wait.
What do you think?
It's Scorobius.
Yep.
He can tell me where this place is. Last I heard, they were holding him down at the
Okey-doke.
station. Time to pay a visit.
Okay, well, this was fast.
I think I have all I need. Thank you, Rose.
Erica, wait. I have not quite told you everything.
Really? I had a feeling.
I live up to Baltan's last words. I look for scions and I help them deal with their abilities through training or whatever means necessary. I've taken it upon myself to offer Scion salvation. We need to protect our kind. There is much for you to learn about what I do, what we do. But right now, you need to promise me that you will do your best to handle Cordelia. I know that you will use your best judgment with her.
I don't know if right now is the best time to...
This is not an invitation to join us. This is just me trusting you fully. There are others like you, others that have been watching you for some time. Your coming here was not an accident. Know that whatever happens, in here, you will always have a home.
Thank you, Rose.
Your badge and your gun, Reed. Now leave. Take a vacation. And I want you to go through counseling before even thinking of coming back. Is that clear?
You finally found a way to do it. You've wanted to do this since I went against you the night that Scott died. You must be happy now.
No, Reed, I'm not. But after what happened with John at the Enthon Towers, there's no other choice. You need to be off this case and away from this office. But not before I debrief you. I want to know everything that went down in there.
Did you bring Scorobius in?
Yes, he's in one of the interrogation cells. Leave it be, Reed. Collect your things from your desk, and I'll be out in a few minutes for the debrief.
All right, I'll be waiting. But first, I'd like to make a pit stop.
Miss Reed, what a surprise. Weren't you suspended?
I don't have time for your cryptic bullshit right now. I need information, and you're gonna give it to me.
You seem very sure about that.
Well, maybe because she's sure about that. Anyway, be right back. Alright, I'm back.
I don't have a lot of time, and I need to get as much information as I can from him. Where is Cordelia?
I thought you'd know the answer to that by now.
I don't have time for your games.
Neither do I, Agent Reed, and I recommend you leave now if you do not wish to get into any further trouble.
You knew about Keith all this time?
Do you think I'd tell you if I knew? We are surrounded by cameras and microphones. Even if I wanted to help you, I wouldn't say a word.
I don't have time for your games.
Neither do I, Agent Reed, and I recommend you leave now if you do not wish to get into any further trouble.
Where is the Smith's Lake House located?
Which one? What country?
Please, I really need the information.
And I don't have it. Apologies.
Where is the Smith?
Which one? What?
I don't have time for your games.
Neither do I, Agent.
Where is...
I thought you... Keep your hands off me.
It's not gonna be that easy. You knew about Keith.
Do you think I'd... What are you doing? Help! Someone help me!
There's no one here right now to save your pompous ass. I need you to tell me where Keith and Cordelia are.
Go to hell!
The Smiths have a lake house. It must be close to here.
A lake house? That describes a dozen properties they own.
Answer me!
I told you I don't know! Get your goddamn hands off me!
Talk!
Agent Reed, I don't know how much more of this I can take!
He looks about to pass out. Where is the Smiths' lake house?
Which one? What country?
You are going to tell me where Cordelia is.
Why don't you just give her a call? Maybe you can go down to the cemetery to chit-chat again.
I'm only gonna ask you one last time. Where is Cordelia?
I told you I don't know!
Where is Keith?
I have no idea, and why should I?
You're his father!
Does your father know what you're doing right now? I didn't think so.
Tell me what I need to know. Fuck. What the hell did you do, Erica? Now what?
Now this. Oops. This could have done this earlier, but no.
Max!
I think so.
He was there.
Or was that Max?
He could have stopped it. The bastard. There's another memory here.
I found Keith. I need you to help me.
Where exactly?
The lake house in Rockport.
Let me see. 1246 Pleasant Brook Lane. That one? Is he still alive?
Of course he is. He just killed the brother of that agent. Please, hurry.
I have to get there.
What the hell have you done, Agent Reed? Agent Holmberg, stop her!
Sorry, Peta. What kind of shit are you getting into, Erica?
The kind of these things done. Wait, what?
We used to come here every summer when Mom and Dad were alive.
I thought she was
Things
wrong.
were much simpler back then.
Don't take another step. You tricked me. My visions? John!
The future is a very fickle thing, Erica. What we see is sometimes only one of many possibilities. I saved us both. Had I been in the Unthon Towers with you, one of us would have ended up dead. So I left the towers before that could happen. But fate has a funny way of correcting itself. Someone still needed to be shot.
You led John and me to the towers. You're responsible for what happened to him.
No, Erica. You didn't do what you were supposed to. You were supposed to kill Keith when you found him. You should have used your powers on him and you would have seen it all. But you didn't, Erica. You made a sloppy mistake. The kind of mistake that cost Davies her life.
That's what you wanted me to do? Kill Keith? That's what this was all about. If you wanted this to end so badly, why didn't you kill him yourself?
Killing one of my brothers was enough for me, Erica. People like us are cursed. We can't lead simple lives.
Don't you dare compare me to you. You're a scumbag murderer. You killed Davies. You almost killed Sully and...
What makes us any different? Tell me you don't want to pull that trigger right now.
Give me one damn good reason not to.
Very well, take this. I found it down in the basement. Use your power on it. Do it.
He's taken someone, but I can't see who.
Me either. But we can work together to stop this, Erica. We can save that person together. So, what's it going to be?
I don't trust you.
If it helps, this might help me get closer to my goal. I want McAdams.
You really are crazy if you think I'll let you hurt anyone else.
We can talk about that later. Follow me. The clock's ticking. He was here recently. Do you smell the burning wood? Max loved that smell. He and Mom would sit by the fireplace for hours just listening to the embers crackling. Keith would watch them from the corner of his eye, pretending to be reading over on that sofa. I can see how there was something troubled in him even then, as if the world he saw wasn't the same one the rest of us lived in.
You could have prevented all of this suffering and death if you had just come clean in the first place. But instead you used me. Why, Cordelia? Why did you choose me?
Because I saw you, in those visions at the towers. You were there, trying to help me when everyone else just crossed their arms and let Max die. You're a rebel, Erica. You were hurt enough by the death of your brother that you could be driven to killing Keith. It was the only way. But for that, you needed to be vulnerable. I saw it.
And so you hurt everyone close to me, manipulated my life for your needs? Ugh. We're wasting time. Let's continue this search. This must be Cordelia's father with someone important. They look happy.
Oh, I think слушайте, Cordelia, she'll say something.
We were happy. Daddy, with Senator Aaron Light.
He was here recently.
Wait, what?
No.
Take the file in your hands.
But maybe I could use Cordelia's hand to search it.
Okay. Somebody's
Max loved sitting by the fire. He'd spend hours there. No, I'd burn my hand.
Okay. So according to Cordelia's words, if she had stayed in the tower, she probably would have shot Erica, but I don't know how things would
So this is what a serial killer family sink looks like. Pretty similar to everyone else's.
happen exactly like would make her kill her, like doesn't want to
The
kill
medicine cabinet. Probably well stocked.
her. There's also this message on the ceiling which read only read blood. So maybe it could have been the person in question from Erica's vision could have been
A magnifying glass.
Keith?
Always helps to have one for getting its splinters. Nothing like stocking your own crime scene kit with everyday household items. A razor blade, and not too rusty. This could come in handy. An empty cup. This could come in handy. Rubbing alcohol. Not interested, especially if it's his. I hope we don't need one of those today.
We're looking for useful information.
Any wounds I'm likely to get today will need more than a band-aid.
Okay. Nope. No info. Anything here, maybe? Nope.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Once I know who's in danger, I'll turn her in.
Also, the person in the shadows, they seem like they had Cordelia's outfit, so maybe it was really Cordelia who was gonna kill her, but also, I think that person had a hat and John didn't.
What are we looking for?
Let's try the basement. Over there.
But I'm not 100%, I have to check the video for that.
I know she doesn't trust me, but I have to get her to kill Keith.
I have to get her to kill Keith. So, it's not about putting him behind bars anymore. She wants him dead.
What are we looking for?
Let's try the basement. Over there.
Cain's lair.
So-
This is the first trap. The George siblings in the old factory. And this one. Joe and Cameron, when he started using tombs. Janelle and Robert, he planned it all here. Scott?
He never lets them live. There's always a backup plan ever since me and Max. You're the only one who ever got away from him.
Cordelia, what was done to you was unspeakable. More than probably anyone else, I understand. But what you've done is wrong.
Don't pretend you know me just because you've seen my past. What Keith did was wrong. I am not like Keith. I did good, Erica. Someone had to stop Anthony and Joey. I saved others. They will never kill again.
That wasn't your job. And besides, who are you to judge people anyway? Oh, I just want to say, maybe Erica could have really saved John with my theory with a hat. Checks out. Anyway.
Killing them wasn't your job. But why Davies? Why Sully? They were doing their jobs.
No, they weren't. They didn't listen. The night I took Joey, he was headed to Melissa's apartment. I tried to warn Sully, but he didn't listen.
Melissa? If you hadn't sent your warning as a cryptic message, he would have done something about it. I know Sully.
What did you want me to do? Tell him I could see the future? I already tried that, remember? Didn't go too well.
You're still wrong, Cordelia. You're pretending that this is all about poetic justice, but deep inside, this is just an excuse to get your revenge. That's why you want McAdams.
Yeah, and what's up with that? You still want McAdams, why?
This looks familiar.
Seems like
Seen it before?
I have, but not put together like this.
He knows about us, doesn't he?
Of course, and he must be experimenting on us right now. How long would a pair of scions take to solve this puzzle? I can almost hear him.
You didn't even plan all of it, did you? It was him.
He helped me put it together. He gave me ideas.
He played you, that's what he did.
No, I was in control.
Where is he then?
You were supposed to kill him.
What a stupid plan.
Supposed to kill him. I was supposed to take him in, but yeah, I guess Sarah couldn't use her powers when she should have.
What are we supposed to do with these?
Oops.
If I know Keith, it's some sort of combination.
It's a map of Boston during the Big Dig. Why is that here? He wants to torture us with memories of the city's most mismanaged and drawn-out construction project?
Our company did major restorations for the road reconstruction back when the Big Dig was taking place.
What I don't understand is the date in the future.
There was some work that was saved for later. If I'm not mistaken, it should start somewhere in the next year or two and finish by 2018.
Great.
I had a friend who came into the city once with a GPS. The thing kept trying to send him into the sea.
Yeah, those were the days. So what does he want us to do?
This looks digital. It seems to be moving in real time.
Okay. Let me save a note here. I want to examine.
This was the one for the George siblings. They held each other's hands as they were killed. Scotty, I wish I could have found this then. Janelle's trap.
Janelle's trap.
He killed Joe Hollowell in one of these. There's something different about it. What is this?
Another one of his games.
And how do we solve this one?
If I knew the answer, I would have already solved it.
So, she sees the future if she knew the answer. She didn't know the answer, so maybe look into the past. Better one.
No dice. This was installed recently, and he didn't even try to solve it once.
So he's getting wiser, he knows. So Cordelia has to help him, actually.
Ideas, Cordelia?
Wait, what?
Really frustrating.
Okay.
Give up. Mom, I don't have all night.
Erica, the stuff you're saying. Keep it up. I think I'm getting something related to it through my power that will help us open this thing.
What?
No dice.
I actually did not get this one.
Mom, I don't have all night.
Erica, the stuff you're saying. Keep it up. I think I'm getting something related to it through my power that will help us open this thing.
Oh, so maybe she moves it?
Looks like I can push these in and out. I should try moving them around. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Come on! Open up, you piece of crap! Ideas, Cordelia?
Erica, the stuff you're saying. Keep it up. I think I'm getting something related to it through my power that will help us open this thing.
What's the trick to this thing?
Erica, the stuff you're saying. Keep it up. I think I'm getting something related to it through my power that will help us open this thing.
I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Come on! Open up, you piece of crap!
I think the third one is...
What's the trick to this thing?
It could be the first one as well.
Do you have any ideas, Cordelia?
She said it. Okay, it's the actual thing, actually. Actually. Okay, what's the second one?
Really frustrating.
Erica, the stuff you're saying.
I cannot skip this line.
Keep it up. I think I'm getting something related to it through my power that will help us open this thing.
The giveaway is the tip, but Jesus.
This is impossible. There's no way I can do this without help. Oh, this is getting really frustrating.
I actually forgot which one it was. I think it was this one. Now we'll have to check again, and then Cordelia is gonna say that stuff.
Really frustrating.
Yep, that's it.
Erica, the stuff you're saying.
Yep.
Keep it up. I think I'm getting something related to it through my power that will help us open this thing.
Nothing helps with skipping. Okay, now I have to check this one as well.
Give up.
Give up.
Erica.
So, give up?
The stuff you're saying. Keep it up. I think I'm getting something related to it through my power that will help us open this thing.
Someone's about to die, and I'm here playing with a toy. Open, damn it! I give up.
And the last one will be...
Great.
Nope. Hey, there it is.
Look at all this stuff. Nails and hair.
I didn't know he was this disturbed, at least not back when he was out killing freely.
This isn't uncommon for serial killers. Wait, what's this? My high school graduation ring? What is this doing? Oh, Scotty's bracelet. I wondered where this had gone.
He took a lot from both. From a lot of people. Did you know Davy's family?
What do you care? You murdered her.
Oops. That's not gonna make her like us. Why did she mention Davy's family though? I didn't even read what that was. Your blood will save him, figuring...
Your blood will save him.
You bleed, he breathes. Isn't that supposed to be this? No. Usually... Two. Hair. Small. One place. Names. Okay. His precious stash. To graduation ring, and what was it? This? That's something I've been thinking about, like why write only read blood on the ceiling in the Anton Tower's basement? Maybe Kid was just trying to finish his quest, his deed. I don't know. So going to... Hey, I guessed correctly. Okay. This will be very relevant for solving this puzzle, I believe. Oh. So,
This was the one for the George siblings.
the
They held
George
each other's
siblings.
hands as they were killed.
What the hell this is? Oh, this feeling. What is
An empty cup.
Wait, so if I try this. Bro?
Another one of Cain's games.
Ah. Wait, what? That was it? But that's enough.
I think we can press them. I'll leave this to Erica. She's been leading the charge nicely.
Okay, I can press this. It doesn't do much. Oh, she can see something. Wait, what? So for 98 it was 2 and 3 and then these 3 I think. 6, 7, 8. Just 7 and 8 in 1, 2, 3. Okay. I guess I'll take down some notes. One, 3, 4. And now 10. 1, 3, 4. So, what to do with all of this? Let's say 2, 4, and 10. Wait. 2 was connected to 98 but disconnected to 98. Okay, I'm gonna try, see what happens. 4 and 10. That was it. Nothing happens. Now there are a bunch of tools, so there are a bunch of items. I just don't know what to do with them.
Not as long as it's filled with spikes.
Well, to collect them from its specify.
Hey, Cordelia? I'm just thinking about that map. There has to be a way to see what buttons we need to press.
Okay, I pressed some buttons.
It's a map of Boston.
Our company did make...
What I don't know...
This looks...
Maybe that's simply not the right combination. Okay, let me do the actual thingies. In the visions 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8.
It's a map of what I...
This looks...
So... Oh, okay. Wait.
Think, Erica, think.
These trajectories were different. I'm supposed to put something? No notes, no ideas, nothing.
Hey, Cordelia.
I'm just thinking of.
It's not. I did, but okay. Oh.
Think, Erica.
I'm interesting with these figurines. They will save them. You break the braves. Let's win the visions. No?
It's a map of Boston.
Our company.
What I.
This looks did.
I'm gonna trap out everything. I just don't get this zone. I bet it makes sense, but I have no ideas. It's like nothing. The second. I could try to put stuff down before. Can't do that anymore.
Those two don't.
Those two don't work together, okay.
That won't work.
Nope, that's not it.
Those two.
It doesn't make sense in my mind as well, but I have to try. I have to try something.
This one doesn't.
This one doesn't fit. What is that supposed to mean? Fit where?
This one doesn't fit. Think, Erica. Think, that won't work. Think, think, think. Think. This is not going to work with this. A wedding band. The inscription reads, Forever yours, Nathan. Nathan Benner was Cameron Hollowell's husband.
Can I research things? Nope, my dossier thing is gone. Let me go for help.
I don't want to drag him into this further.
Yeah, like he's going to pick up.
No.
She's next to you.
Erica, you're all by yourself now. No one's gonna help you. No one can. Erica, you're all by yourself now. No one's gonna help you. No one can.
Okay. That's all I get. The top here on the table. Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs. I put water in it. Yeah, I can. Well, oh, you can have another razor.
This could come in handy.
That's interesting. The razor and the magnifying glass.
Any wounds I'm likely to get today will need more than a band-aid.
How is that?
A very sharp razor blade. A magnifying glass.
Take it.
That won't work there. This is not going to work with this.
Okay.
I need a better reason to do that. I need a better...
I don't know what that could be. There was something with the hair strands in the fireplace.
No.
Can't give it the water, no? Probably not enough. Okay, so I forgot about the fireplace. I'm gonna have to invent something here, but the game doesn't let me combine things that I already have. So does this do any magic on the table? Can make things happen.
Those two don't work together.
Right. So I think the only positive response I got was from one of these.
This one doesn't fit.
This one doesn't fit.
This one doesn't fit.
Same thing. I still have no idea where it's supposed to fit. What's supposed to happen? If I do the other, 1, 2, 4, 6, 1. Oh.
I'm getting tired of this game.
What are you going to do when we find Keith?
He's going to answer for what he's done. What do you want it to be, Cordelia?
I don't know. What matters to me is that he understands that I'm doing this for him too. Maybe to make up for what he's done to all those people. For what he did to you and your brother. Maybe I should have come right to you, Erica, instead of trying to connect from a distance.
What about what you've done?
What about you? What you want to do? Okay. Oh, I cannot save. Great. Perfect. Whoa, she just picked them all up. Holy moly.
This is the door trap that killed one of Cain's victims.
Oh no. This will be a lot of investigating.
He used all of the figurines in each pin.
He's just trying to confuse you. He knew you'd try it.
Nice one. Now for the solution.
This is where the group for this trap goes.
Wait, what?
This is where the group for this trap goes.
Use this.
Maybe I can try it some.
No, I want to see what it said.
This is the door trap that killed one of Cain's victims.
Oh, nothing specific. Okay. That with this. We'll buy some time. I'm gonna probably have to watch these several times. We'll buy some time. There you go. And one more. Skytrap, George siblings. I don't remember who the George siblings were. Iron Maiden, yes. There it is. Okay. Quadrant 2.
This is where the group for this trap goes.
Where is it? No, this is it. Black stripe.
This one doesn't fit.
Okay. Alright. Let me see. Is it this one? Let's try it. Should be more like a coffin. This is the coffin. Okay. Check more visions. Much more to check. Actually, don't get it. Maybe it's part of this.
Another figurine. He's suffocated.
Ah, this one doesn't have spikes on the top. Okay. Alright. So, see now what it says. To watch it again. Was it this one? No. I don't forget what I saw. Like this. Like that. Try this. The blue, yes, it's this one. Okay. Oops.
This is where the group for this trap goes.
Ah, the wheel. Wait a minute. Oh, only red one. Okay. And wait, isn't this gonna be the same? Nope, this one has spikes. Okay, now what?
Is that?
Still sure you were the one in control?
Nice. Yeah, that's it. Mid puzzle. You probably fiddle with it.
Consider this. There is a Max figurine. It's in a place only Cordelia would know.
Anything?
He talked to me. He says the next one is Max's and that only you would know where it is.
Damn you, Keith. Can you give me one thing straight? Let's look around to see if my memory triggers.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's in the fireplace and he burned. So it's reasonable. Oops. Oh, really? Ah. What's this?
That must have been really hard for her.
Whoa. Are you feeling okay, Erica? Okay. I'm glad I saved. Hopefully this will end soon. Oh, I clicked somewhere, I don't know where, but okay. It's fine. So far.
Do you have any ideas, Cordelia?
Let me look around. I'm sure that could trigger some memories.
Okay, let's look around over here.
We were happy. Daddy, with Senator Aaron.
Oh, she mentioned this.
Max would spend hours there. Maybe
Yes.
this is what Keith meant. This was Max's favorite place in the house.
It's
Now we need to put out the fire to search through it.
Okay. I'm going to try again with the cup. Oh,
This should help.
This time it works.
Now let's look. I found Max, I think.
You can keep it.
I thought you liked his games.
I never did. That was the problem.
So she says she was in control, which seemingly... Whoa. Why? Why does this happen? It's like she kept him there and made him do all these things, but at the same time, it looks now that he was relatively free, the monster, except that he was chained to the wall. Okay, so what now? There is 4 spots and 2 figurines. Okay. Nothing. She sees nothing. Beautiful. What am I supposed to put down? Do I have any more figurines? I don't think so.
That won't work. Max. Cordelia's brother.
Wait, would this work on 2 things? No. Let's do 3.
Do you have any ideas, Cordelia?
Let me look around. I'm sure that could trigger some memories.
Look around, trigger memories. What for? I mean, we opened this already.
Not as long as...
There is also this. What do we do with these? I'm supposed to do something with the pictures.
Those two don't...
Work together.
Those two...
Okay.
Erica, no! That photo means a lot to me. Don't do anything to it unless you can prove to me that it's important here.
Nice one. Okay, so that's a thing. But I also don't know what for.
I need a better reason to do that.
Need a better reason. Can I take these?
It won't come out.
Won't come out. Ah, this one comes out.
Those two don't.
Not this. She only puts it there. Why?
That won't work there.
I don't know about this, but this won't come out, so that's its place. I don't know, maybe rotate it or something. Did use 3 things. I need to use 3 things for this to work. That's why she has to put the picture. Nothing else here. Can I take the picture?
This must be Cordelia's father with someone important.
Can I turn it over as well? Okay. What if I take the figurine? She said keep it. Maybe I have to take it somewhere else first.
It's Cordelia. It won't come out.
Nope.
That won't work.
Okay.
Think, Eric.
Why would I do that?
Why would you do what?
Why would I do that?
It's badly burned. There's something written on it, but it's way too small for me to read.
Okay. Maybe I should have inspected first, huh?
It says, find a light in the darkness. Any ideas?
No, but I can look around and see if I remember anything.
Okay. I completely forgot how to play the game.
Daddy, with Senator Aaron Light.
Aaron Light. One light. What was it?
It says, find a light in the darkness. Any idea?
No, but I can...
Okay.
That's Daddy. Things would be so different if he was still around. He's with Senator Aaron Light. Good man.
She had a niece. Davies did. She loved her to pieces. When she was around, you could almost see Davies smile. Maybe she wasn't perfect, but she didn't deserve what you did to her. Even if she didn't help you when she could have, even if you went to prison. Maybe she didn't deserve her rank, but everyone deserves to live.
Daddy would have said that. He liked people that did good. He said the senator's last name was not a coincidence. Wait, Aaron Light. A light. Look for a light. Keith, you tricky little...
Okay.
Erica, look at this.
Did he hide it there?
Only one way to find out.
Well, why would the puzzling could have simply just turned over?
I need something to cut through it.
I wonder what. Okay.
Here, let me take a look.
Let's see, who's this?
Ugh.
I'd be very eager to kill him if I were you.
My job is justice,
Oh,
not revenge.
you don't
I'm not
say.
like you.
We'll see when the two of you are face to face.
Okay. Inspect this one. No?
Cain's figurine of me. Fucking creepy.
Even has you kind of holding your knee and everything. Okay. So this will be 3 things. Let's see what's next.
There's one missing. This must be who we're looking for. Knowing Keith, we're not going to find it easily. We'll need to figure this one out. There's one missing. This must be who we're looking for. No.
What the fuck? Dad! No. No! You knew about this!
No, but I know where they are now. I just saw it.
Shit. They must have followed me.
Not so fast. You need to get me out of here. I can leave through the back, but you have to help me.
Oh, shit. Go!
You'll need this. Bring McAdams to Mount Auburn Cemetery.
Where Scott died?
We'll save your dad. He's one of the good guys.
The moon is a black hole again. Why take her dad though? He's not a sibling. And funnily enough, these are the 2 cases where
What were you doing back there?
one sibling
That doesn't
didn't
matter.
die.
You have to listen to me.
If you are not going to answer my questions, save it for your attorney, Reed.
Okay, let me first save. Because I'll probably need it. Now, don't have much.
It's very sharp.
It's very, very sharp. Wait, window?
We're still on the back roads. The highway is another few miles away. If I'm gonna get out of here or convince him to let me go, I need to do it before then.
Okay. Anything else?
I've really done it this time. How the hell am I gonna get out of this? How am I gonna get him to come with me, willing to know? McAdams.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, right. He's not gonna listen to a word I have to say as long as he's in control of this situation. I need to get out of these cuffs and into that driver's seat. Somehow.
Well...
Not with the window closed.
Oh.
McAdams.
What?
The window?
Can we stop for a minute? I'm getting carsick.
I wasn't born yesterday, Reed. Suck it up.
Jerk.
I also wasn't born deaf. Or blind.
Help yourself, maybe?
McAdams locked the windows. Only he can roll it down. McAdams.
What?
Mind rolling the window down? Your cologne's killing me here.
Fine.
Nice one. What if he doesn't use a heavy smelling cologne?
What are you doing?
Trying to stretch. You might not know this, but sitting in a car in cuffs, not very comfortable. I need some noise in here.
You mind turning on the
McAdams.
radio?
What?
Fine, you win the quiet game. Turn on the radio at least.
Your comfort is not my concern at this point.
Why don't we talk about what you did to Cordelia Smith then? You want to discuss that? Because I could spend the whole ride talking about it.
Fine. Radio it is. Shit! What the fuck was that? I do not need this right now! What are you? Stop!
Believe it or not, I really am sorry. But I don't have time for this.
Hey, check you got out of it.
Are you fucking insane, Reed? Let me out of these cuffs now!
I can't do that, McAdams. Cain is out there, and if I don't bring you to her, he's going to kill my father.
What the hell are you talking about?
McAdams,
Save it. I have no interest in anything you have to say at this point, Reed. You attacked a federal agent. You tortured a man and almost killed him to get information, and now you handcuff your supervisor? How the fuck do you think this is going to end?
I didn't want it to go down like this, McAdams. If you'd just trusted me, if you'd ever trust anyone, we wouldn't even be in this situation. That's what your problem is.
What are you talking about?
You haven't trusted me since Scott was kidnapped, if ever. But if you'd actually given Cordelia Smith a chance, a lot of people might still be alive today.
Reed, goddammit. Anyone that pulls half the shit you've pulled over these years would have been fired on the spot. You still had your job because Davies and I knew you were a good agent. My job requires me to do things by the book. You don't like the book. I get that. But what I've done to protect you, and your life will be much easier the minute that you understand that I'm not your enemy. What do you know about Cordelia Smith?
I know the truth. I know what you did. Ignored her, arrested her, the cover-up, all of it.
You refuse to stop living in the past, Reed. Mistakes happen. They may be tragic, but there's no going back.
Well... Am I right?
You're right. There's no changing the past or bringing back the people you've lost or wronged.
The best anyone can do is learn from it. If it happened again today, I'd do things differently. I'm sorry for what happened to that woman, but there's nothing I can do about it now. For your own sake, you have to stop making it personal, Erica.
You made it personal with Jetta.
You did your best to protect her, and I appreciate that. But understand that if I had made it personal, I would never have put her in such risk. I couldn't let my feelings for her get in the way.
You couldn't understand. You don't have a family, Sam.
And that's probably the reason why, Erica.
Look, I'm just asking you to listen. I'm not crazy. Cain is back out there, and he will kill my father if I don't hurry.
And what makes you so certain of any of that? The man's been a ghost for 3 years now. Are you sure this isn't your feelings clouding your judgment once again?
Trust him, don't trust him. Trust who exactly?
Still can't just take my word for it? I know Cain's profile better than anyone, you know that! And you still won't believe me!
With the way you've been acting, you shot John.
That was an accident.
You're FBI. Your job doesn't allow for accidents. I tried to tell you to back off and you refused. You kept information from me then and you are doing it now. Trust goes both ways, Reed.
Fine. Cordelia Smith is the one behind every killing, and the Cain killer is her brother Keith Smith, aka Jeff Therian.
You're just pulling my leg now.
I'm not, but you're coming with me whether you want to or not.
By the way,
Keith Smith has been missing and presumed dead for 6 years.
What a better way to get away with murder? He forced Cordelia to kill Max after learning he wasn't their biological brother. She took the blame, and he was free to disappear and keep killing. Think about it, McAdams. He fits the profile. Caucasian male, 25 to 45, highly intelligent, obsessed with his work, plenty of reasons to be hung up on close sibling relationships.
Shit! Then where the hell has he been for the last 3 years?
Chained up in the basement of the Enthon Towers.
What?
So what's it gonna be?
Fine. If it'll bring them in and save your father, you've got my help.
I have to warn you, Cordelia wants you dead.
I can take care of myself.
Really?
How do you know where the hell you're heading?
Cordelia told me.
You just told me this woman is a murderer.
And she's also a victim of your negligence.
Are you justifying her, Reed?
No, McAdams. I know what my job is. I'm just saying that sometimes things aren't as black and white as I wish they were. Not even in that book of yours. You came.
I told you I'd help. You brought him.
What do you want with him?
That is between him and me.
Don't we have something better to do than chat about this?
You're right. Let's go, we're wasting time.
Back here again.
So we're working with a killer now, Reed. Is that your big plan?
Listen, she brought me here. I feel I can trust her intentions.
Oh, she probably still wants to go.
He's down there. If we want to save your father, we'll have to play his game. We'll have to let him capture us. Otherwise, the outcome, I can't see it ending well.
How is that a good plan at all?
We'll have a chance. I see these sorts of things, remember? You have to trust me.
Get me the fuck out of here!
You'll betray me.
You've seen that one too? I told you, the future is a fickle thing. I do want to help you, Erica, but I am who I am. I make no promises about what happens down there.
The same. I can't promise what I'll do after my father is safe. Are you ready? Will you keep my father safe? I'll handle Cain.
You're too invested in this, Erica.
I'll do my job, McAdams. But I know Cain better than you do.
Fine. But I'll be there if you screw up.
Dad!
He's alive, still. Why do you have to bring a full party? It makes things more difficult.
Let him go, you bastard! Didn't you get enough with Scott?
No, I've been waiting too long to finish this, and it has to be done right. Cordelia, would you tie Erica to this? And if you try anything, I will shoot someone, and that might be you. Apologies, Agent. Make sure those are tight. Did you take her weapon?
Yes.
And his?
You don't need to worry about him. He's my problem.
Then take care of him. Stand over there where I can see you both. You wanted to copy me eventually, Cordelia. Isn't that right? Kill me? The same I kill?
I never wanted to kill you, Keith.
No, you just made me wish I was dead. The Cordelia I loved
She would never be so cruel.
You changed everything when you made me kill Max. And we're here now and can't even talk the way we used to. That connection only you and I had. I don't want you dead, but for this to stop, you have to die.
It's a mystery to me what goes on in your beautiful brain sometimes, but I have a theory. What will you do after I'm dead? I never mourned over Max's death, but you do have a conscience, Cordelia, and you've been suppressing it so you could act freely. But when it wakes up, when moms and dads and Max's memory awaken you, there won't be a swift death that will allow your brain to cope with what you've done to get here. Your domino effect failed, just as I knew it would. Agent Reed never killed me. And so, who will kill me now, sister? It won't be you. We both know that your conscience wouldn't let you. Exactly my thoughts. And Erica Reed, I've learned so much about you over the years. Now we finally get to be properly introduced. I'm curious to know how much pain you can endure. As I push this lever, this spike will move towards you. If you scream, if you do so much as whisper, I will press this at full speed in the other direction, over to your father. It will kill him instantly.
What do you get from all this?
It's a subject that's always interested me, these human connections of love and family, because the only time I felt a connection to her, she preferred someone else. So, shall we begin the experiment?
Oh yeah, I would like to say it first. This sounds perfect. Okay, so Sim thinks he wants to kill McAdams because when I control her, when she convinced I chose the option to convince Kate that she's like her, like him. Anyway, I'm gonna look around. So, that will do me. I don't think she can do much in this position. Wait, have McAdams? Okay, I have no way to...
I have to find a way to stop him.
Take his attention away. I'm gonna risk it with McAdams.
Use the gun now, McAdams!
I said silence! I'll let this one pass. Do it again, and it's over for your father.
Okay. Whoops. This is gonna be a thing. I don't believe that's the solution. About this stuff.
Cordelia, please help me!
I was very clear about the rules.
Yep. That's not good.
Your choice.
Oh.
No!
If I'm gonna say something, I better make it count.
Yeah, well. You're going to have to say something, but I don't know what makes it count.
Please, Dad, wake up!
I said silence! Nope. I'll let this one...
Okay, I'm gonna one-shot this. Oh, she wasn't
Damn
tired.
it!
Your choice.
Indeed.
No!
Not a good idea when he's watching me.
Well, when he's watching you, I tried the macadam skull. It didn't work. It didn't turn away. Talking to him. Let's see.
I can't reach it!
That's not a thing.
If you let me go, you'll get out of here alive.
I said silence! I'll let this one pass. Do it again,
That's
and it's
usually what they
over for
say,
your
but
father.
you really didn't help me last time.
Cordelia, I knew you'd betray me!
I was very clear.
Wow, even this didn't help.
Your choice.
No!
Wow, that's
If I'm gonna say something, I better make it count.
another great time for Dad. Okay, Dad read of times.
That's it, Cordelia, do it!
I
What?
said silent!
Daddy, please don't die!
I was very
Well,
No!
you can hit me over the
If I'm
head
gonna
with
say
it, but I'm good. Can't do it with my phone, I don't think. Can I?
It's not gonna be that easy.
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay.
Please don't hurt my father!
I said silence! I'll let this one pass. Do it again, and it's over.
I'm doing it again.
You fucking bastard!
I was very... Your choice.
Okay, so she did some
No!
acrobatics with her
If I'm gonna
legs.
say something,
I don't know what else could help me maybe reach him. Maybe if I do this the first time.
Damn it!
Nope.
Your choice.
Oh, that's straight up
No!
serious deal.
not a good
Okay.
idea when he's watching me.
Yeah, I don't know how to take away his attention. Talking to him is definitely not it. I'm gonna try my patterns again, I guess. I used this one, I think.
Please help me, McAdams!
I said silence! I'll let this one pass. Do it again, and it's over for your father.
Okay. Here, watch me do it again.
McAdams, quickly the gun!
I was very...
Cause you didn't know how it plays well.
If I'm gonna say
I think I tried everything with Cordelia.
This doesn't look good. I have to find a way to stop him. I can't reach it. Wake up!
I said silent!
Can we even use the tips? Okay. Tell everything. I can tell him.
You
what's up
fucking
this,
bastard! Let me out of here!
I was very...
Yep.
Your choice.
No!
Yes.
If I'm gonna say something, I better make it count.
Cordelia, please help me!
I said silent!
How do you make it count? I don't know.
Dad, do it now!
Oh! He actually turned away. Yeah, I thought I tried this one. I looked at it so many times.
McAdams, are you okay? We have to go after him. Cordelia,
Oh no.
what are you doing?
He let Max die.
No, Cordelia. You can't make him responsible for the actions of your brother.
He could have tried. He could have listened to me.
I can't change what happened, Miss Smith, but killing me won't bring your brother back.
You could have done more.
Throw him under the bus. Okay.
He could, but you have to understand it wasn't even his case.
So that's how you see our lives? As a case? No wonder you failed.
Look, he didn't do his job, but he's a good agent, and he has helped a lot of people. If you kill him, you'll just be taking away someone else's chance to find closure and peace.
But I want the closure. I want peace.
Let's find and kill Keith.
You're lying. You don't want to kill him.
Oops.
No! You crazy bitch! McAdams! No! Oh God! McAdams? Sam!
Dad, please stay here. I have to go after them.
Erica, please, be careful.
I go after the safe.
You're not getting away this time. You think I didn't search these tunnels 100 times already trying to find you? How can he just vanish without a trace?
We've been searching this place forever, Red. I think we've reached a dead end here. Hey, listen, kid. You're exhausted. You haven't slept in days.
I can't give up, John.
I have to find whoever did this.
We'll keep searching, Erica. We'll find him. But let's go home tonight. You need some rest, kid.
Son of a bitch.
So that's how he got to the place.
Erica! Erica, wake up, please!
Don't get me the fuck out of here!
I'm trying!
Where's Cain?
I don't know. I promise I don't know. I'm trying to help you. We have to get you out of there before the fire consumes everything. I need to enter a code to free you, but I can only see part of it here. I need you to look at the valve on the side of the platform. Keith probably entered the code there.
I can't see it.
Use your power.
I can't reach it.
Right. Okay, let me figure this out.
That's it. Good. Alright.
I can't reach it.
It controls the chain's position. It won't engage. Maybe it depends on the way Erica is balanced in the trap.
Oh, I thought this was together. No. Still can reach it.
I can't reach. I can't reach it.
Erica!
Everyone has to die tonight. Alright.
It won't engage. It won't engage. Maybe it depends on the way Erica is balanced in the trap. It won't engage. I can't raise one platform when another's already up. It controls the chain's position.
Wait, these parts don't come down this time. What?
Nothing. It must be broken. Nothing. It must be... It won't move farther in the...
I don't think that's it. Nope. Behind his back. Who's this? Last time I did something like that. Right, but I need to turn around.
blocks the crane's rotation. It's locked.
Cordelia, what the hell are you doing?
I need to know the numbers, Erica. Act fast.
And try.
Do it.
Spikes.
I can't reach it. Pull me back. Pull me back now. Oh, I loosened it. I should be able to reach it now.
Ready?
Spikes coming out. Good.
Erica, hurry up!
I'm trying, damn it!
You don't have much time.
Just shut up and let me do this!
I'm pulling you back.
No! Wait, I almost... got it! It's 753. Now pull me back! That was close. Did that do it?
Hang on. Erica! Keith, stop it! Ugh. Erica, no! You are not like me.
Cordelia! No!
You will be an angel among those like us. And you were right about my conscience, Keith.
You finally caught him. Now what?
I don't know, Dad. I'm just glad that it's over.
I thought I had lost you too. You were here, but for a while now, you've been even further away than Scotty. And I've been no better.
Dad, there are a lot of things you don't know about me. You're right. For how close we used to be, we've practically been strangers since that night. I think we tried to cope with his death in our own separate ways, but we've never really tried together. I'd like to change that. I think it would make Scotty happy.
I think it would too.
Goodbye, Scotty. I think I owe you this.
I heard you're leaving the Force.
So who's gonna bring me donuts now?
I hear Sully knows a great place. Shouldn't you be in the hospital?
Hey, my mama said...
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Something like that. Look, I'm sorry, kiddo. I really am.
I guess we're even now. I don't blame you, John. Cordelia's power made her crazy. She was tortured over the things she saw, over her loss. I don't want to be that person. And I felt so close to the edge so many times.
So is that what you're doing? Trying to get it under control?
Maybe. For now, I just want to spend some time with my dad. And then, who knows? Rose told me that there are others out there like me, other scions. If I can do anything to help those people, I must. Cordelia could have been saved. She didn't need to go down that path.
I'm gonna miss you, Skippy.
I'm sure you can find another rookie to train.
I'm not exactly the best role model out there, Erica.
You were the only person that tried to help Cordelia at all. You believed in me because of what happened with her. That says something. And besides, the only reason I'm the best is that you trained me. Hi, Sully. Lunch?
And GG is another.
If you walked in through that door like a million times before, could you tell me all the things you've seen? I've got to let it go, but seems some joker up there knows, and he's just playing with his figurines. All our plans are laid, and though I know they'll change, I still hold you tight to me. All these tolls are paid. You always kept things to yourself. Don't need to please nobody else. Well, ain't that what you used to say? I wasted all that time, got up counting what was mine. Never thanked you for the gifts you gave. All our plans are laid, and though I know they'll change, I still hold you tight to me. All these tolls are paid when it's taken away.
Stick it in now. Twist around my heart. Pull it out. You were always somewhere else. You were always bigger than the world. The would spin around your head and dump down in the ground. Things are so clear now.
Okay, and that's it for the arcade. So, I'm not sure if they'll make any more seasons. I would like to see some. I would like to play and see some more, but even if that's it, it's alright. Wants to say something. Yeah, a lot of people kind of questioned this, why somewhere at the beginning of this fourth episode, in a vision, originally I guess Erica, I think that was evident from her journals. This in her journals, she was always, back in episode 3, she was always about work, doing what she wants to do. And there was this one sentence about Jared, about in Jared's file, that she didn't like this. Basically, she was referring to seeing Jared and Erica together, and she had previously thrown out the file, so it would make sense for her to care for Jared, so it only leaves the option for her to care about Erica. Anyway, I never really was 100% about Keith though. Did Keith have anything more for Cordelia? I mean, he said she loved her, or that she loves her several times, but was it kind of the same or not? I'm not 100%. I would assume yes, but I don't know. Also, in this fourth episode, they introduced this new thingy with the reputation, and you can make it so that McAdams lives. I kind of couldn't save him this time, but that's alright. Cordelia dies for sure, and who else? I don't think many others really matter. I think the one you can save is McAdams, but I might be wrong about that one. Also, this informant they have, I think she was supposed to escape back at the warehouse, Janet or something, whatever her name was. McAdams at one point made it sound like she got some heat for it, or maybe she was killed, something like that. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, you can make it so that she gets shot as well, based on your decisions. In this last, but not the last puzzle, but the one where Brian Reed, because they're dead a lot. I thought because McAdams was knocked down, but I didn't think he was really out of it. So I thought I would take away Keith's attention from him by speaking to McAdams. Didn't help. Then I thought, hey, maybe Cordelia will help me since Cordelia was kind of gave her this nod when she was tying her up. But I guess that nod was about not locking her legs. So in that, I just didn't get it. So in that sense, it only leaves her if McAdams is no good choice, and Cordelia is not part of the solution, then it only leaves the doubt. But yeah, it wasn't so obvious to me. Anyway, excuses. Didn't get it the first time. I don't know. It took me like 10 times. Regardless, I made it through. Okay, I think that's it. Would be nice to play the game again sometime in the future. Why not? But that's it for now. Thank you for watching and see you next time.